Today I'm going to share 5 essential vitamins that are absolutely critical for intimate health after 60. And if you're missing even one of these, your body simply cannot maintain the masculine vitality you once had. These aren't expensive treatments or complicated protocols. They're nutrients that every man over 60 desperately needs, but almost no one is getting. While you've been told that declining intimate health is just normal aging, I've discovered what's really happening, a nutritional crisis hiding in plain sight. In my practice, I see the same pattern. Men who have everything else figured out suddenly facing struggles they never expected. I'm Dr. Eva Hart, a certified urologist with 14 years of experience helping men reclaim their masculine health naturally. I've watched thousands transform their vitality by addressing 5 specific nutritional deficiencies that modern life has created. This isn't your fault. You've been living in a world that's depleted these crucial nutrients from your food and environment. Your grandfather's generation got these vitamins naturally, but today, even the healthiest men are walking around with critical deficiencies. Most doctors never test for these nutrients, let alone understand their connection to masculine health. They'll prescribe medications and recommend procedures, but they miss the fundamental foundation your body needs. These 5 vitamins work together to restore the natural processes your body uses to maintain circulation, energy, and intimate health. When properly restored, men report improvements they haven't experienced in years, without a single prescription. If you're ready to understand what your body really needs to maintain masculine vitality well into your 70s and 80s, subscribe now because this information could transform your next chapter of life. The first vitamin deficiency affects over 85% of men your age, yet most have never even been tested for it. The vitamin I'm about to discuss is deficient in over 85% of men over 60, yet it's the single most important nutrient for maintaining testosterone production. This deficiency alone can explain the changes you've been experiencing. Vitamin D3 isn't just a vitamin, it's a hormone precursor that your body requires to produce testosterone naturally. Without adequate D3 levels, testosterone production begins shutting down. Modern life has moved us indoors. Our ancestors spent days under the sun, naturally producing optimal levels of this crucial vitamin. Today, most men spend time behind office windows that block the specific UV rays needed for D3 production. In my practice, I regularly see men with blood levels below 30 ng/ml, devastating to masculine function. These men often have normal testosterone levels on paper, yet they're suffering from classic hormone deficiency symptoms. When we restore their D3 levels, everything changes. Vitamin D3 receptors are found throughout the male reproductive system. When these receptors don't get adequate D3, the entire system begins malfunctioning. Your body simply cannot maintain the hormonal cascade needed for optimal intimate health. Here's what most doctors won't tell you. The standard recommended daily amount of D3 is completely inadequate for men over 60. While guidelines suggest 800-1000 IU daily, research shows men our age often need 3000 to 5000 IU just to reach optimal blood levels. I recommend patients aim for blood levels between 50 to 80 ng/ml, where masculine vitality truly thrives. Unlike many age-related changes, D3 deficiency responds beautifully to proper supplementation. Natural sources include 15 to 20 minutes of direct sunlight daily, but for most men over 60, a high-quality D3 supplement is essential. Look for D3 combined with K2, which helps your body utilize the vitamin more effectively. The improvements extend far beyond intimate health. Men report better sleep, improved mood, stronger bones, and that general sense of masculine confidence that comes from feeling strong in your own body. One gentleman recently told me he'd been struggling for 3 years, trying everything his doctor recommended. Within 6 weeks of properly addressing his D3 deficiency, he experienced improvements he hadn't felt in years. The difference wasn't gradual, it was dramatic. What amazes me is how simple this solution is, yet how overlooked it remains in conventional medicine. We'll prescribe expensive medications and recommend complex treatments, but we ignore the fundamental building block your body needs to maintain hormonal health naturally. If you spend most of your time indoors, if you've noticed changes in your energy or intimate health, D3 deficiency could be the hidden factor that explains everything. Type sunshine in the comments if you think this might apply to you. It's far more common than most men realize. D3 sets the foundation for everything else to work properly. But even with optimal hormone levels, you need the next vitamin to ensure those hormones can reach where they're needed most. Most men will spend thousands on treatments and medications, yet they're missing something fundamental. The healthy blood flow essential for intimate health depends on one specific B vitamin that the majority of men over 60 are severely lacking. Vitamin B3, specifically niacin, is the circulation miracle. This vitamin is absolutely critical for nitric oxide production, the same biological pathway that expensive medications try to artificially stimulate. But niacin works naturally, supporting your body's own ability to maintain robust blood flow. Niacin helps expand your blood vessels naturally, allowing for healthy circulation essential for masculine function. It also maintains blood vessel wall health, keeping them flexible and responsive. Without adequate B3, your circulation becomes sluggish. Connection goes deeper than blood flow. Niacin is essential for energy production at the cellular level. Every cell needs this vitamin to convert food into usable energy. When you're deficient, everything slows down, including processes that maintain masculine vitality. Men on cholesterol medications are particularly vulnerable to B3 deficiency. These medications can deplete your body's natural stores of this crucial vitamin, creating a cascade of problems that doctors rarely connect to the original prescription. B3 deficiency often gets misdiagnosed as normal aging. Fatigue, poor circulation, decreased stamina. These symptoms are treated as inevitable when they're often signs of a correctable nutritional gap. Research shows that men who maintain optimal B3 levels through their 60s and 70s report circulation and energy that rivals men decades younger. The difference isn't genetics, it's nutrition. For men over 60, I recommend 500 to 1,000 milligrams of niacin daily, but here's something important. Niacin can cause a temporary flushing sensation as your blood vessels expand. This niacin flush is actually a sign that the vitamin is working. The flush involves warmth and redness in your face and chest for 10 to 30 minutes after taking the supplement. It's completely harmless and indicates your circulation is improving. Start with smaller doses and gradually increase to minimize this effect. There's also no flush niacin or niacinamide, which doesn't cause flushing but may be less effective for circulation benefits. I prefer traditional niacin because that temporary flush tells you it's actively improving your blood flow. Natural sources include grass-fed beef, wild-caught fish, and nutritional yeast, but for therapeutic levels, supplementation is usually necessary. What amazes me is how quickly men notice improvements when they address B3 deficiency. Within 2 to 3 weeks, many report better energy, improved circulation, and a general sense that their body is waking up again. If you've been struggling with circulation issues or if you're taking cholesterol medications, this information could be life-changing. The solution is simpler than you might think, yet it's rarely addressed in conventional medicine. Type flow in the comments if this resonates with your experience. You're not alone in this struggle. But circulation is only part of the equation. The next mineral directly supports your body's ability to maintain masculine strength at the hormonal level. The mineral I'm about to discuss is deficient in the vast majority of men over 60, yet it's absolutely essential for testosterone production and prostate health. This deficiency alone can explain why so many men feel like their bodies have betrayed them. Zinc is the masculine mineral because it's directly involved in testosterone production and male reproductive health. Your prostate contains the highest concentration of zinc of any organ in your body. That tells you how critical this mineral is. As we age, our ability to absorb zinc decreases dramatically. Medications, stress, and modern processed foods further deplete our stores. The result is a generation of men with zinc levels so low that optimal masculine function becomes impossible. Zinc is essential for the enzyme that converts testosterone into its most potent active form. Without adequate zinc, you can have normal testosterone levels on blood tests, but your body can't actually utilize that testosterone effectively. It's like having a car with a full gas tank but a broken fuel pump. I've seen men whose lab work showed normal testosterone, yet they were experiencing classic hormone deficiency symptoms. When we tested their zinc levels, we discovered severe deficiency. After restoring their zinc status, symptoms resolved, even though testosterone numbers barely changed on paper. Zinc is also crucial for healthy prostate function. As men age, zinc deficiency contributes to prostate enlargement and inflammation. Maintaining optimal zinc levels is one of the most important steps for long-term prostate health. Modern agricultural practices have depleted zinc from our soil, meaning even healthy whole foods contain less of this mineral than generations ago. Processed foods contain virtually no usable zinc, and certain medications actively strip it from your system. I recommend 15 to 30 milligrams of chelated zinc daily for most men over 60, taken on an empty stomach for optimal absorption. However, zinc can cause nausea if taken without food, so start with meals and gradually transition to empty stomach dosing. The best natural sources include oysters. Just 6 oysters contain more zinc than most people consume in an entire week. Grass-fed beef, pumpkin seeds, and hemp seeds are also excellent sources, but for men dealing with deficiency, supplementation is usually necessary. Here's something critical. Zinc and copper work in balance in your body. Taking zinc supplements long-term can deplete copper, so I recommend a zinc-copper combination or taking copper separately if you're supplementing consistently. The improvements from addressing zinc deficiency can be remarkable. Men report better energy, improved mood, enhanced immune function, and significant improvements in intimate health. Changes often begin within 4 to 6 weeks of consistent supplementation. What concerns me is how many men are taking prostate medications when the real issue is zinc deficiency. While medications may provide temporary symptom relief, they don't address the underlying nutritional cause. If you've been dealing with prostate concerns, low energy, or declining masculine health, zinc deficiency could be the hidden factor. Type mineral in the comments if you think this might apply to you. The next vitamin protects your cardiovascular system and ensures healthy circulation can be maintained as you age. Men who were once vibrant are aging faster than they should, and the culprit is often something they've never considered. The antioxidant protection that keeps your cardiovascular system young depends on one specific vitamin that's becoming rare in our modern diet. Vitamin E, specifically the complex of natural tocopherols, is the circulation protector. This isn't just about preventing disease, it's about maintaining youthful blood vessel function that ensures circulation remains strong throughout your later years. As we age, blood vessels become more susceptible to oxidative damage. This damage makes vessels stiff and less responsive, directly impacting circulation to all areas of your body, including those most important for intimate health. Vitamin E protects your blood vessel walls from this oxidative damage, keeping them flexible and healthy. It also supports nitric oxide production, the same compound essential for healthy circulation that pharmaceutical companies spend billions trying to replicate artificially. Most men are getting synthetic vitamin E from supplements, which provides only a fraction of what nature intended. Natural vitamin E is actually a complex of 8 different compounds, 4 tocopherols and 4 tocotrienols. Synthetic versions contain only one of these, missing the powerful synergistic effects. Research demonstrates that men with higher levels of natural vitamin E maintain better cardiovascular health and circulation well into their 70s and 80s. They also report superior energy levels and enhanced physical performance compared to men with lower levels. Men who consume processed foods and damaged vegetable oils are particularly vulnerable to vitamin E deficiency. These harmful fats actually increase your body's need for vitamin E while providing none of the protection needed to process them safely. Natural sources of complete vitamin E include raw nuts and seeds, wheat germ oil, and sunflower seeds. However, these sources are often processed in ways that damage the delicate tocopherols, making supplementation with natural mixed tocopherols essential. I recommend 200 to 400 IU of natural mixed tocopherols daily, taken with healthy fats for optimal absorption. Look for supplements that specify natural or D-alpha tocopherol, rather than synthetic versions labeled DL-alpha tocopherol. What's remarkable is how quickly men notice improvements in energy and circulation when they restore adequate vitamin E levels. The antioxidant protection begins immediately, but the most significant benefits often become apparent within 6 to 8 weeks. Vitamin E also works synergistically with the other nutrients we've discussed. It helps protect other vitamins, supports healthy fat absorption, and works with zinc to maintain optimal hormone production. Confusion about vitamin E has led many men to avoid this essential nutrient entirely. Some studies using synthetic vitamin E showed concerning results, leading to widespread misunderstanding. Truth is that natural vitamin E in appropriate doses is both safe and vital for men's health. The final nutrient is perhaps the most overlooked, yet it's absolutely essential for the cellular energy production that powers your entire cardiovascular system. Every cell in your body contains tiny powerhouses called mitochondria, and these cellular engines depend on one specific compound to produce energy for optimal masculine function. Through age 50, your body's production of this compound drops dramatically, yet most men have never heard of it. Coenzyme Q10 or CoQ10 is the cellular energy vitamin. While technically not a vitamin, it functions like one and is absolutely essential for energy production that powers everything from your heart to your intimate health. Without adequate CoQ10, your cells literally cannot produce energy efficiently. Connection to masculine vitality is profound. Your heart is the most energy-demanding organ in your body, requiring massive amounts of CoQ10 to maintain strong, steady pumping that ensures robust circulation. When CoQ10 levels decline, circulation suffers and everything that depends on healthy blood flow begins to deteriorate. Men taking statin medications for cholesterol are especially vulnerable to CoQ10 depletion. These medications block the same biological pathway your body uses to produce CoQ10, creating an energy crisis at the cellular level. Yet doctors rarely warn patients about this connection or recommend CoQ10 supplementation. Research shows that men with higher CoQ10 levels maintain better cardiovascular health, experience more sustained energy, and report significantly better physical performance well into their later years. The difference isn't subtle. It's the difference between feeling tired and sluggish versus maintaining the vitality you had in younger years. CoQ10 exists in two forms in your body, ubiquinone and ubiquinol. As we age, our ability to convert ubiquinone to the more active ubiquinol form decreases substantially. This is why many men over 60 benefit more from taking the pre-converted ubiquinol form directly. CoQ10 deficiency is often mistaken for normal aging. Men accept fatigue, shortness of breath during physical activity, and declining stamina as inevitable when these symptoms often indicate a correctable nutritional deficiency. For men over 60, I recommend 100 to 200 milligrams of high-quality CoQ10 daily, preferably in the ubiquinol form for superior absorption. This nutrient is fat-soluble, so take it with a meal containing healthy fats to maximize effectiveness. Natural dietary sources include organ meats, sardines, and grass-fed beef, but concentrations are relatively low compared to what your aging body requires. Supplementation becomes essential for maintaining optimal cellular energy production. One of the most remarkable aspects of CoQ10 supplementation is how comprehensive the benefits can be. Men report improved energy levels, better exercise tolerance, enhanced mental clarity, and significant improvements in overall vitality. Effects often become noticeable within 4 to 6 weeks of consistent use. Quality CoQ10 supplements can be expensive, leading some men to skip this crucial nutrient or choose inferior forms that provide little benefit. However, when you consider the alternative, declining energy, poor circulation, and deteriorating health, the investment in high-quality CoQ10 becomes one of the most important you can make. Type energy in the comments if you think CoQ10 deficiency might be affecting your vitality. Understanding this connection could be the key to reclaiming the energy you thought was gone forever. When all 5 of these nutrients work together, something remarkable happens to your body's ability to maintain masculine health naturally. These 5 nutrients, vitamin D3, B3, niacin, zinc, vitamin E, and CoQ10, work together like a precision system. When they're all present in optimal amounts, your body begins to function the way it was designed to, even after 60. I've witnessed transformations that conventional medicine insists are impossible. Men who thought their best years were behind them discover that proper nutrition can restore vitality they haven't experienced in decades. We've accepted decline as inevitable. We've been told that losing energy, circulation, and masculine vitality is simply part of getting older. But what I've learned is that much of what we call aging is actually malnutrition in disguise. Your body is asking for these nutrients. The symptoms you've been experiencing aren't permanent failures. They're your body's way of telling you what it needs. If you address just one of these deficiencies today, you'll likely notice improvements within weeks. Address all 5 and the transformation can be life-changing. Men tell me they feel like themselves again, strong, confident, and alive. Don't wait. Every day you delay is another day of unnecessary struggle. Your masculine vitality can be restored naturally, and it starts with giving your body these 5 essential nutrients. Subscribe for more natural solutions that actually work, and share this with other men who need to hear it. Comment below which nutrient resonates most with your experience. Your story might help someone else take the first step. Your best years don't have to be behind you. With the right nutritional foundation, they can be ahead of you.